Italian driver will look up and see the checkered flag first. Kimi Antonelli takes the win.
Just go right on the outside can. Bearman goes a little slow. We have a massive moment. And Bearman goes across the line. Who wins?
Bearman takes the win. A super performance rewarded with victory for Roman Stanek.
Try and compromise his own line. There's a massive contact from us, and we almost go spinning out, which thankfully we save it. Bearman is now coming down our inside with the help of DRS as well. He comes across our line. There's contact again. Dirty driving from Bearman.
Who else but the boy from Brazil? It's Gabriel Bortoletto.
I'd be happy for that, but I'm actually happy, so.
Bearman goes side by side through Parabolica. Wouldn't be any contact at all. It's very close and not give any room for error as well. We go side by side. Now it's just a drag to the line. Who's going to get on the podium? Between me and Bearman, it's very close. Hello and welcome to the final race of the F2 season. It's been one heck of a journey, as you've seen from the intro. I hope you're very much hyped because I am. And the amount of drama this season has caused just being in this F2 championship has been so overwhelming. And mostly our main rival with Bearman has been really brewing over these last few races at Spa, Monza, Australia.
Okay, I hope you brought something good to read today. There's an issue with the fuel system. We don't think it's anything terminal, but it is going to take some time to investigate and repair, I'm afraid.
So also another issue with this finale is that now we have a massive issue with the car, which we haven't had this whole season, and has happened in the finale is very vital because we don't want any issues with the car at all and anything bad to happen. As you see that Antonelli and Bearman already second in P3 as we go wide, setting up for our qualifying lap. And I was just going back to what I was saying earlier, that me and Bearman, our rivalry has been brewing so much that it's whittled down all the way to just 3 points in the championship finale. Kimi Antonelli technically still in with the shot, but it's a bit of a long shot with about 20 points. But I see now we're coming on to our qualifying lap. Stanek, our good friend, giving us a real good helping hand. And you see that he's actually probably the only one actually helping us right now, because our own teammate Bortoletto, he's out of the championship fight, but he probably won't help us because this whole season he's been against us really, despite being our teammate. So it really comes to show that even out of the best of times, you get like a good helping hand like Stanek did. But coming to the end of our lap now, we've got a purple sector 2, we lock up, we go wide, and that's going to cost us a really bad lap and setting us for our next one. So this is going to cost us dearly. And we're going to come across the line, it's going to be P22 after that costly mistake. And now it's going to sell in for a bad run on our next lap because how much we went wide on that. Thankfully it's not too bad. I remember we're losing 2 tenths, but we need to make as much as we can because even getting pole position could be vital for winning the championship because there's only 2 points, but we need to get a good qualifying position now because we're only just getting in the green, only getting past what our best was so far, but we need to get cleanly through this final corner, which we are doing just now. It's going to give a lot of time, easy on the throttle on the exit, and where's it going to put us into qualifying? That's going to be position 11, which is quite disappointing. But from that mistake at the final corner, it could be worse, but I'm still a little disappointed. But you see that Isaac Hadjar is on pole position, which is massive, with Kimi Antonelli and Bearman in the 3rd place. So in a way, Hadjar is our saving grace, saving those 2 points from them, because again, that could be costly for the final championship. But now we've got a lot of work to do on our end, starting P11, while both our championship rivals, Kimi and Bearman, are starting 2nd and 3rd. We've got to make a lot of work, a lot of moves in this race, because we do not want to concede the championship just now and falling short of it. So we're going to put all of our effort, all of our moves and skills into this final race as we head into the finale of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the F2 season finale, and it's away we go. We get a really good start compared to everyone around us, and we get a really good start. We're already past Stanek and Dirksen, and we get a great start. We're already put up about 4 positions, and we're about to make a move on Marty, but we were a little bit hesitant because we do not want to send it down the side and break our front wing and cost us the championship and the race already. So we'll be very careful. And you see Hadjar and Anthony going side by side through the 1st sector. We're right behind 1 mile Correa already on the back of the American driver, trying to make another move, set up another roof into the end of the 1st sector. And you see we're trying to go all the way around the outside to try and aid another position to help us on the championship fight in this finale as we can. We're trying to get a little bit oversteer on the exit, but that's fine. We're now into the back of Jose Pepe Marti in the Red Bull Campos. I see now that Antonelli's ahead of Hadjar, Bearman, Bortoletto, if he can give us a helping hand, but I think not, because obviously he's being very against us this whole season. But you see, we're doing a late move now on Pepe Marti, setting a Daniel Ricciardo style very late, down around the outside, give him just enough space, but give him the tighter exit so then we can get the better line on exit. Now we're ahead of him, and now we're trying to phase up and move on Franco Colapinto. As you see now that Antobelli sets the fastest lap, we get a little oversteer on the exit going on to lap 2. That Antobelli has to make every single move and position he can, trying to attempt to take the championship. We send another late move on Franco Colapinto, another Daniel Ricciardo dive bomb, learning from the late braking master himself, and we make 2 positions all the way up to P5 from P11, 6 positions in just a lap and a half is great. It was there now that Antobelli sets the fastest lap, then Hadjar, then myself, as I'm the fastest man on track, which is really good, all behind my teammate. Will he let us through easily? Will this give us a helping hand? I am not sure. Hopefully the team will tell on the radio. Then they see that Hadjar now going alongside Antobelli. This is vital for Antobelli's championship. Will he going to fight back? Yes, he will. He's going to lay on the brakes as much as he can as Hadjar holds it round to the outside, into the inside. Antobelli has to concede position. See that Bearman now is behind him, and Hadjar takes the lead. Will he run away, or will both the Bremer boys try and take a pounce on him for that race win, which will be brutal for the championship fight? It was now behind Bortoleto, trying to set up a move if we can, trying to see if we can go and get past, give him, you know, a little bit of a helping out. You see there's contact again. Bortoleto slightly come across our racing line, our braking zone, moving across a bit. That's a little, I'm not sure, I won't say dirty, but it's definitely a little close, especially for teammates. And when I'm fighting for the championship, I do not want to be crashing with my teammates. Hopefully he can learn, but I'm still a little bit angry, so I send it really late on the brakes as much as I can. Send it a tiny bit of contact, but it'll be fine, as he's done a lot on to me. But you see that now it's paid off. Get past that teammate, because we know he's not going to be any helping hand to us, and we've got sent him. But this is definitely a replay to show a different view of the incident. You see that he kind of opened his steering wheel just a little bit, but I want to know you guys' point of view. It was definitely a little potentially dirty, or was it just, you know, a miscalculation on my end? But you see it now on to halfway through the race. It's absolutely flying by. We're behind Bearman, our championship leader. If it ends like this, we would be champion. Antobelli would not even have enough to even fight for the championship. But now Bearman, our main rival, championship rival, is going to try and fight his teammate for the position. Is it a tactic, or is it a genuine position gain? You see that now Bearman ran the outside into the inside ahead of Antobelli. There's a tiny bit of contact. It was a little slower than I thought. But now Bearman, if he stays like this, he would be champion. This is how close it is. If Bearman is second and I'm fourth, he would be champion. So I need to set up a move, try and get past Antobelli as much as I can. But you see that now that Antobelli is a little bit swerving, trying to get a little bit out of the slipstream, give me lesser toes. I go a little wide, but this is definitely vital for every single point. I look up to set up a move around here, but this has been my nemesis corner of this whole weekend, as I cannot get this corner right. I struggled probably in qualifying and the race so many times. I've had oversteers, I've gone wide, I can't get that corner right. But you see that Bearman is slowly pulling away from us now, which is bad for our championship. So I need to get past Antobelli, because this is costly for my championship. Because again, if he stays ahead, he will be champion. And we see that Hadjar has sent away potentially his win for the Grand Prix. But now you see that could be really unlucky or good for Bearman. I do not know. But again, we're trying to set up another move on Antobelli, try and get past him to try and aid anything we can get for our championship. Bortoleto, our teammate, isn't going to be any helping hand at all. But Bearman is now actually been caught by me and Antobelli myself. So we're just going to try and gang up on Bearman if we can. Try and get past Antobelli. We're still looking for a move. But you see now he's made a massive slide, a massive mistake on his end. So that allows us through. That is bad for Bremer and Bearman, because now if we stay in this position, we stay like this, I would be champion, and that could be a massive costly mistake on the hand of Kimi Antonelli. Despite being fine for this championship, I'm sure he would want to help his fellow Bremer teammate, and this now could be absolutely massive for the championship. Now Bearman's trying to streak away, possibly try and catch Hadjar in the late stage of the race, but we do not know. He's got a gap on me, Antonelli, and Bortoleto. I'm trying to get away from Kimi Antonelli, because if he gets ahead of me again, Bearman would be champion. He would be champion by literally by a few points. Antonelli, this is costly for him. I'm sure Bremer's on radio trying to get past me, because any move on me would literally be beneficial to Bearman in any slide. So we're trying to defend against Antonelli, because we know if we lose to Antonelli, because we would lose our championship. So we need to try and stay ahead of him. So we've got only 1.5 laps to stay ahead of him now, because Bearman, he streaks off, trying to get as much gap between me and him as possible to try and get any chance of winning the championship, potentially going after Hadjar, but it might be too big of gaps ahead for him to catch. But now we're coming through the final stages of this second sector, that we go wide, and that invites Antonelli potentially for a move. So we need to try and stay ahead of him, try and use all of our muscles, all of the grip in our tyres, stay ahead of him, which we do thankfully. But now we're trying to see if we can try and potentially catch Bearman, but it might be too big of an ass of just over a second. But now we head onto the final lap, so we need to have the best defense lap of our life. So you've got a bit of a gap to Antonelli and Bortoleto. Will Bortoleto get ahead of Antonelli to aid us in our fight, be our rear goal, and be any helping chance we can? But you see that in our lap we are gaining on a bit of Bearman and keeping our distance to Antobelli. So this could help us in that championship fight. You see Hadjar is streaking away for his win at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. That Bearman is probably settling that potentially he cannot catch Hadjar, and that we are potentially setting to become F2 world champion. As all the chaos, all the drama this season has provided, it is nothing short on this season's finale. It's been really good. It's been a way to set off the finale, setting us into F1 as we come across the line into the final corner to become F2 world champion, and we've finally done it in not the easy of ways. You see, we're now doing a celebrate burnout, as you have to do as usual, but what a season it has been in the F2 season, and I can't even fathom the races that we had. It's some of the best races I think I've had in a while, and what a way to do this, to start this F1 career. As we now settle down from the F2 season, what highs and lows it has been from the very start. We had no pace at all. We were struggling so hard to adapt with the F2 car, to now winning our first F2 championship, which is great. Isaac Hadjar sends off his season in great form with a win and pole position. As you see, it's confirmation by just 1 point. We beat Bearman to the championship, which again, I could not script. Honestly, I promise you, I could not script that. What a championship here has been, full of drama. You see that actually Hadjar stole Antobelli for position 3 in the championship, which is massive. So Antobelli, even though he struggled into the latter end of the season, he still lost P3 in the standings. But sadly, as they lost the driver standings, Prema do win the Constructors' Championship as confirmation. They win it by 14 points ahead of Invictus Garcels and Campos. But what a F2 season it has been. One full of drama, full of chaos, full of just stuff I couldn't even think that was going to happen. I'm so glad that I filmed it and recorded it and drove this game. It's a great introduction. I can't wait to start this F1 career tomorrow, as I show you through part 0 of a heavily modded series it's going to be. But thank you guys for watching this incredible finale and the start of the F2 season into our F1 debut soon, as tomorrow there'll be a video. It's going to be a part 0 of heavily modded stuff that's going to come your way soon. So stick around for the next few days because it's about to be wild, and just I can't wait to show. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.